Welcome to the Potion Podcast, your raw look at the hospitality industry, brought to you by SHC. This week's episode is proudly sponsored by Bar Green Ellington for all your restaurant and bar needs. Visit bargreen.com for the full portfolio. What's happening, Potion Podcast? Of course, your host, Shawn Soole. I am a day late. I do apologize. It's been one of those weeks with the reopening, the full capacity, everything. It's been a lot to keep up with everything, plus my projects. This week I want to talk about loyalty, and I've done a lot of stuff about training, about what bartenders and servers and industry people can expect from the industry going post-pandemic, what owners can think about post-pandemic. But I was thinking about loyalty today. Loyalty is really important to me. I'm very loyal to people until they cross me, but I'm loyal very, very much so. But why is loyalty so important, especially now? Right now, the job market is glut. There's a lot of people out there. They're all vying for the same positions. Venues have a huge amount of choice when it comes to certain positions and no choice in other positions. And so you've got to find this happy medium where you have to be able to offer intangible and tangible things. And this is something I have touched on before in the last couple of weeks in these episodes. But loyalty is something I want to really dial into today. Why is loyalty and building loyalty and breeding loyalty in your venue important? It increases productivity. It gives better service to our clientele. It brings ownership from the staff into your venue, which is really, really hard to sort of try and put across, that your staff need to have ownership in your space and in your dream and in your mantra, your mission statement, deep down your core. They may never work as hard as you are because they don't own the place, but having that ownership and I want to achieve what you're achieving, get on the same alignment for goals is very important. And loyalty lowers costs and disruptions. Right now I'm hiring and training a huge amount of staff, as many, many people are. And so when I want to try and breed loyalty, the loyalty actually helps me not now, but 6 months down the road, 12 months down the road, because I have staff who want to come to work, who are enjoying work, want to stay with me and keep going. So how do we do this? Ask employees what they want. So it's something that we, as a hospitality industry, as a macro, don't do enough. There's no two-way street. It's, this is how much you're gonna get paid, these are your hours, this is what I expect from you, off you go. And we really need to have this communication, two-way communication really start happening. Asking employees what they want. Do they want to work a 4-day week? No problems at all. Do you not want to work more than 8 hours? Trust me, this is still a conversation that's happening in the industry. Why are we having our staff work more than 8 hours when they don't want to? This is ridiculous, like really, really ridiculous. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody out there. I don't care. Work-life balance is very, very important. Mental health is important in this industry. So you have to find a middle ground. You can ask a staff what they want. They can pitch you blue sky. They can pitch you a blue sky, but you need to find a middle ground. You're a business owner, you're trying to make money, those sort of things. So you got to try and find a middle ground so that both of you feel comfortable and there's a compromise there. Review pay and benefits quarterly. What are you giving them? What are they giving you? Training is a big one on this one. Training is so intangible, and so many people do not invest in training of their staff past like the basics, because they're worried that they're going to do training and they're going to move over to another venue and use their training there. The amount of money you can make from just training. I'm building a massive training platform right now, which is a 12-month platform, a couple hours a month for 10 staff in your venue. And I can guarantee you that it's going to increase your per head spend by a couple of bucks. Now you start doing the math on that, and you're doing 150 covers, $2 more is $300. And this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Training is important. So, but review the pay. Can you pay them a couple bucks more? Can you pay them, get them benefits of some sort? Is it in the contracts that if something really bad happens, that the company will just cover the expenses of that? Because sometimes that's cheaper than having formal benefits put into place. But every quarter you should be sitting down and doing a proper HR sit-down conversation with your staff and talking about their needs and wants, anything that we can improve on, so on and so forth. This doesn't happen enough in hospitality. A lot of classic HR practices do not happen enough in the hospitality industry, but every 3 months you should do a review with your staff and see where they're at. After you do this review, consider their career path. Are they lifers? Okay, so if they're lifers, What can you do to keep them at your venue, keep them attached, keep them loyal to your venue in the way of WSET 2s and so on and so forth? So these are the things that post-review. If they're lifers, how do you keep them as a lifer at your venue? Not off to someone else's venue or anything like that. So consider their career paths. Consider where they want to be in 2 to 5 years' time. Do some goal-setting exercises with them and help them try and achieve their goal. They want to be a sommelier? Okay, cool. We don't really have a wine program here, but I'm very happy to start paying for half of your wine training so that the wine program we do have, you can really sell and be good. But eventually, I know that you're going to move on to a fancier restaurant that has a sommelier program. So consider their career path. Again, it's building that loyalty. The culture of the business, honesty and transparency. I cannot say this enough. Be transparent, be honest, be open at all times as an owner. If you had a shit week, tell your staff it was a shit week. That's not a bad thing. Telling them that you didn't hit your budget, telling them that your per head spend was a bit low, telling them that if they've got any ideas on how to get more people through the door is important. I do it with my staff, and it's a great tool to build a culture of honesty and transparency. It saves me having a stomach ulcer because I put out anything that's gone wrong. We talk about it. We have the end of shift. We always chat about everything that's going on from the end of the shift, and we sort of vent out. Like, oh, you snapped at me earlier. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was just, we were busy and someone broke glassware and blah, blah, blah. Just apologize, move on. So there's no animosity, there's no passive aggressiveness, nothing like that. And final for this one, be loyal to your staff yourself. This is important. Do not throw staff under the bus. Do not side with someone else. Be loyal to your staff. Have your own mindset about who the people are. I've hired people that have from industry in the industry, and they've had horrible references from people that I trust. But I know that person, and I know how they work, and I know what they're going to do for my venue, and they've turned out to be fantastic. So just because someone didn't get along with them in another venue doesn't mean that you shouldn't hire them at your venue. And that's where your loyalty to your staff really come into play. So guys, I know that everybody's opening up right now. This may be in your ear holes as you're hosing down the patio or setting up the patio or cleaning out the ice machine or something like that. So I really appreciate everything that you guys give me when it comes to listening. Thanks as always for the support, guys. I'll chat to you really soon. Bye. Thanks for listening, Pose Shifters. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode. I really enjoy sitting down with friends and peers and just chatting about the industry and getting down to the nuts and bolts of what's really going on out there. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, everything on all the platforms. Just hit it up and I'll do my best to answer any queries or questions you have. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.